Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is page permission for dynamic menu. So we need to check on every page that that page is having permission or not. So why do we need that basically? So let me explain you that. So in my previous video I have shown you that I have two menu, that is category and user. And if I'll go to user like some menu, so there you can see there is third menu, that is add user. So that is not like I have not given permission to the user. So if I'll check in my database in menu user access permission, you can see two menus are set to true and third one is false. If you will check drop down menu of user, there is one drop down, that is user list. So let's move to code and create user add file because I have not created that. So press Ctrl N and save as user add.php. Write HTML, give a title user list, and in body give a h4 and user add heading. Save that and let's open a new tab and copy the URL. Copy the submenu URL and paste there in the URL. Then hit enter. You can see user add there. So have a look here. For the user, permission is set to false, but user add page is opening if it's opened like direct. You are pasting the URL. So you need to restrict the page from opening and show the error that you do not have like a permission for the page. So that's why we need to check permission so that page doesn't open if permission is not granted, or if it like it directly copy the URL and paste there. So there should be a page error. So let's move and display that. So let's change user add. Just copy the basic structure from index.php and paste in user add. Add a heading for user add. After that, open menu.php file. So let's just check once in Chrome. There you can see now it's taking the basic structure. So I need to get the URL in my menu file, that is user add.php, because from the URL I am going to check the permission. So for that, let's echo use server request URI and refresh the browser. You can see it's giving us the URL after localhost. So we need to break that further as we just need user add.php. Basename will help us to achieve that as it will return the file name from the path. So again check user add.php is only printed. So let me open the submenu table in database. So in submenu user.php is having id 3. So I will first fetch from the like URL, that is user.php. I'll first find the id and then I'll check the user permission in menu user access. You can see the submenu id 3 is having permission false. Let's get the submenu id. Write query, select submenu id from submenu where submenu URL is equal to variable URL. After that, execute the query using MySQL query and fetch the result from the query, get the submenu ID into our variable. So next thing is to check the menu access. So write query, select user permission from menu user access, where I need to check two columns, that is submenu ID equals to submenu ID. So now get the user permission into our variable. So I'm writing this code in menu file, as menu file is included in all files. So make sure you write your permission code in that file that has access to all other files. And user ID equals to 1. I'm manually passing user ID. You can pass ID from your session. Now in user add.php, I'm going to fetch that variable, as I have already access to menu.php. I have already included that. So just echo that user permission, and let's check it in browser. If I'll refresh, you can see above the heading there is false, that is printed, as we have user permission set to false. So we need to check this now. Here, if and else condition needed. If user permission is true, then display the user add, else error message will be displayed. So for error message, I'm going to create a file permissiondenied.php, and I'm going to include that. So create this file, write HTML in it, and start a paragraph text tag, and write inside that you don't have permission to access this page. Please contact your administrative department. So this file will be loaded if permission is false, so no data will be displayed here and our data will be safe. So let's check if it's working or not. So it's not giving the error, and in database also it's false. So let me just check, change the condition, that is user permission not equals to false, and again check that in browser. Now you can see it's showing the error for that you do not have permission. Now let me create one more file, user list.php, and in that change the heading to user list. And now we will check if it's working or not, because this one is having permission. So refresh, user add is giving error, and user list is working fine and not giving any error. In database also you can see user list is having true. If I'll set to false and again refresh, now you can see it's also giving the same error now. If I'll again set that to true, again refresh, now it's working fine. So in this video I have shown you how you can check a particular page is having permission or not, so that if anybody copy the URL or paste directly into the browser, so that page does not get access and display a error. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching and keep supporting my videos. Thank you so much for watching.